G'day guys, it's Wiley here. In this particular video I'm doing trailing stops, and the trailing stop I'm setting for this is just $500. So in the instance where we're going to do a trailing stop buy, we can set it up to be at positive $500, so just $500. Now when we want to set up a trailing stop buy, we're anticipating that the market is going to drop. So if the market starts to fall down, all the way down to here, down to $10,500, we would assume a 500 trailing stop should sit 500 above the actual market. And it should crash back down to here and back down to here. So it'll always sit 500 above the actual bottom of the market. So when it actually does turn bullish, the trailing stop will actually stop trailing down, and it will actually trigger a purchase when it hits that 500 mark. So when it's actually here and it has actually risen positive $500. So what actually has happened here? So it's come down to an expected price of 10,500, and then it's triggered at 11,000. Now when we want to set up a trailing stop sell, what we have to do is we have to enter a negative trailing stop amount. So we entered negative $500. So when the market is actually bullish and it's rising up like this, we are anticipating that the actual trailing stop will be sitting 500 below the actual market itself. So it'll be trailing $500 below. So it dips back down again up here and all the way up to there. So when it actually hits its top up here, it will, if it starts to fall back down and it actually strikes that point where it's negative 500, so maybe just type negative $500, it will initiate the sell right here. And so we are anticipating that this is a price where it reached a peak of $14,000 and it sold all of the Bitcoin at 13,500. So basically, as it rose, it kept following it up, and as soon as it turned bearish, it sold out so that it wouldn't lose any money. And if we're trying to do a trailing stop buy as the market is crashing, the second that it starts to change direction and starts to go bullish again, it buys, ready to buy that dip. All right, over to the exchange. Okay, now inside the exchange, what I've got inside the actual inside the balances is the same as what I had in the last video. Hasn't really changed. Now if you go to down to trailing stop, what you can basically do is depending on the actual size, the actual size of the value that you enter in the trail will dictate how quickly it actually gets engaged. So if you put it like at $1, it'll almost engage straight away. But if you put it like $100, it might engage sort of semi soon. If you put it like $10,000, it might take days or weeks or whatever like that to be able to engage. So the smaller the amount, the faster it will actually pick it up, but it also doesn't take that much risk on. So if you put it for like $1,000 and it really deep dives, then that will be where you'll be able to pick it up right at the bottom. But of course, if you set it to $100, you're going to probably catch a candle every day. So let's put a trailing value of $500 in, and it says here the positive value indicates a buy. So this is positive, so it's $500. And also we'll put in an amount. We'll go 0.001. That's 64 bucks. That's sort of semi within it. So if we go to buy BTC, we buy 0.001. with a $500 trailing stop. So stop orders, we'll scroll down to stop orders. So the stop price, let's see what the price is. So 63,697, and it's 64,197. So basically it put the stop price at 64,197, which is just above here, so about up here. So it's actually within this candle that I'm doing right now, so it may actually engage. Now this stop price, if it does continue to drop, that'll turn from 64,197, then a 63,997, and 63,597, etc., etc., etc. And what this will actually do is when this engages, the actual amount of money that it will spend will actually sort of decrease. And so what we'll do is we'll cancel that. Now if we go to trailing stop, and if we make I'll make the trailing stop $2,000 because I don't like selling. Sorry, we'll go negative 2,000. So negative 2,000, and you see how it just brings up their sell BTC right there. And so we'll go in 0.001. Is that right? No, 0.1. Because that's $61. Now, if we go to sell BTC, so we're going $2,000. So if we go to confirm, and so what you will see here, where is it? So the stop price is 61,000. So it needs to come down to about here. It needs to drop to 61,000 to be able to engage. Now, if it rises to 66, the price is going to the stop price is going to rise up to like $64,000. If it rises up to $70,000, it will stop at the 68,000. So it can go up and it'll engage over here before it crashes down. And so cancel that out. And so that's basically how that works. So if you trail sell, if it goes up, it'll sell just before it collapses back down again. If you trail buy, when it goes down, it'll buy it right before it climbs back up again. Pretty simple. Thanks for listening.